Welcome to ACC Student News.
The news students can use. I'm Ricardo Castillo.
I'm Nathan Previs, and here are this week's stories.
Lake County has faced an increase in diseased raccoons. The Department of Animal Control has been called to capture over 16 raccoons over the summer. This has been the heaviest year for raccoon removals in 13 years. As the population of rodents increases, the amount of disgruntled residents calling for animal services has increased as well. Animal control agencies have said, however, they will not remove any diseased wildlife. If an animal is diseased, animal control will refer calls to the Indiana Department of Natural Resources.
Over the past year, a lot of stores have been closing or being put out of business. The last remaining Ultra Foods in Maryville will be converted into a Strack and Van Til. While all other Stracks have already been bought out by Jewel Osco, they will remain as Stracks. It is known that Jewel Osco is going to be taking over the region for grocery stores. Many grocery stores are mainly being put out of business because nobody wants to go to the store and buy groceries, since now they can just order food on an app or online, and it will be delivered to their house. So how long will it be until we have no more grocery stores exist?
Officials of Portage are not giving up on convincing their county to construct a new city building on 5 acres in the downtown area. Mayor James Snyder has been attempting to convince the Portage City Council to build a new building on Central Avenue ever since he took office more than 5 years ago. Just 2 weeks ago, the county bodies initiated a multi-million-dollar bond issue for renovation of North Porter County Annex. There was a last-minute effort to produce a cost-benefiting plan to construct a new city-county building that would also serve as a new city hall, but it didn't follow through. It was determined that the best option is to enter the new joint project by spending less than the projected $10 million to renovate the present building.
As of Tuesday, the Trump administration has officially ended DACA. DACA is a program that protects around 800,000 young undocumented immigrants who came to the U.S. as children from being deported. Now new applications will be processed moving forward, and current immigrants protected by DACA could eventually face deportation. There is, however, a period of time for Congress to create a solution that protects DACA recipients.
And now to Tristan with sports.
The Gary Railcats have secured a spot in the American Association postseason after a walk-off win against the Lincoln Salt Dogs on Monday night. The Railcats had to rub their rabbit's foot in order to get the results of a game between Fargo, Moorhead, and Winnipeg, a game in which the Cats were hoping that Winnipeg would beat Fargo-Moore. Spoiler alert, the results were in the Cats' favor. Because of these lucky circumstances, the Railcats will open a best-of-5 series at home against Wichita, while Lincoln and Winnipeg will face each other in the other semifinal series. It's that time of year, sports fans, the time when opening day for football is just around the corner. And with opening day quickly approaching, the pressure for the Chicago Bears have been feeling for the last few months have been insurmountable. Coming off a losing season with a record of 2-14, Bears head coach John Fox is saying that hopefully this is a season the team will do much better. Given the new additions of quarterbacks Mike Lennon and Mitch Trubisky, many Bears fans believe that these two new quarterbacks will be the new breath of fresh air the Bears will need to get back to the top.
A lead processing plant near Hammond-Hessville is requesting modifications to the testing requirements for new equipment, which began earlier this year. In recent years, there has been no serious problems with emissions at Hammond Group's plant on 165th Street. Despite no serious issues, though, Indiana Department of Environmental Management, or IDEM, flagged the site for further investigation during a re-evaluation of all known Indiana lead sites. The plant is located within a quarter-mile of residents, so the concern of lead emissions settling in the ground and contaminating soil is understandable. Sam Henderson, an attorney for the Hoosier Environmental Council, urges residents concerned about the permit to submit comments to IDEM.
Not long after Hurricane Harvey, we now have Hurricane Irma. The hurricane hit the northernmost part of the Caribbean islands Wednesday morning. It has been reported that this is one of the strongest storms ever recorded in the Atlantic. Irma's core maximum sustained winds are up to 185 miles per hour, well above the 157 miles per hour threshold of a Category 5 hurricane. It's too early to tell whether it will make landfall on the U.S. mainland, but forecasts show it could turn toward Florida over the weekend. Governor Rick Scott stated that we can rebuild homes, we cannot rebuild your family. And that's all the time we have for this week. Thank you for watching. I'm Nathan Previs.
I'm Ricardo Castillo.
And I'm Tristan Selmer.
Make sure to check out the rest of our videos on YouTube.
And why not follow us on Twitter?
At ACC TV Hammond.